Have you ever loved someone so deeply, yet felt like no amount of money, gifts, or grand gestures could make them stay? Let me ask you something personal. When you think about the person you've loved the most, what do you remember first? Is it the fancy dinners? The new shoes you bought them? Or was it a moment, a feeling? The way you made them feel safe in your silence, heard in your presence, and valued even when you said nothing at all. Before we begin, I invite you to take a deep breath and stay with me until the very end of this video, because these 6 powerful insights drawn from the wisdom of Marcus Aurelius aren't just ideas, they're truths that can completely reshape your love life. They're not things you do, they're who you become. So if you've ever been hurt, left wondering why love slipped through your fingers, despite doing everything right, this might be the moment that explains why. Subscribe if you're on a journey to become better, not just richer but wiser, more grounded and truly irresistible in the eyes of the woman who matters. Hit that like button if you're ready to understand what women truly crave, and let's begin. 1. Emotional stability over material wealth. Do you remember your first love? Think about her now. The way she laughed. The way she looked at you like you were the only man in the world. And the way perhaps she slowly drifted away, not because you didn't try, not because you didn't love her, but because something in you was uncertain. Maybe you were anxious. Maybe you lost control when things got hard. Or maybe you thought giving her more, flowers, gifts, promises, would fix what silence and fear had already broken. Let me tell you the story of Aiden. Aiden was the kind of man who always thought money solved everything. Grew up poor, worked hard, and built himself into someone successful in the eyes of the world. When he fell in love with Clara, he thought he had everything. And he did, until he didn't. One night after a long day, Clara looked at him, not angry, not cold, but tired. Tired of walking on eggshells around his mood swings. Tired of the chaos he brought home with him. Tired of not feeling safe. You give me everything. Except peace, she said. And just like that, she was gone. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength." Clara didn't leave because Aiden wasn't successful. She left because his mind, his emotions, were like a storm she could no longer live in. Emotional stability is the rock on which a woman builds her trust. It's not about suppressing your feelings, it's about mastering them. It's about being calm when life isn't. It's about choosing presence over panic. A stoic man isn't a cold man. He's a man who knows that his emotions are waves, but he is the ocean. Ask yourself this: when she's breaking down, crying over a life that's become too heavy, do you add to her weight? Or do you become her stillness, her grounding force? A woman wants to feel safe, not just physically, but emotionally. When a man can hold his emotions with grace, she trusts him to hold hers too. If you've lost a woman you loved, if you've watched her walk away even though you gave her the world, ask yourself, did you ever give her peace? Money buys security, but emotional stability, that buys her heart. And here's what's truly powerful. This isn't something you're born with. It's something you build, moment by moment, breath by breath, silence by silence. If you're still here, it means you feel it too. That whisper inside that says, I want to be that kind of man. So stay with me, because what comes next will build that man, one truth at a time. 2. Purpose-driven men are irresistible. Let me tell you about Lucas. When he met Maya, he was everything she dreamed of. Charming, funny, spontaneous. But after a few months, she started asking him deeper questions. What do you want out of life? Where are you going? And Lucas didn't know. He had passion, sure, but no direction. And slowly, Maya realized she was trying to follow a man who wasn't walking anywhere. Women are intuitive. They can feel when a man is drifting. A man without purpose feels exciting at first, like a firework. But fireworks burn out. A purpose-driven man, though, he burns slow. He is steady, intentional. He doesn't chase every moment. He builds something eternal. Marcus Aurelius taught, at dawn, when you have trouble getting out of bed, tell yourself, I'm rising to do the work of a human being. A woman respects a man who wakes with a mission, not for her, not for society, but for something deeper. When a man has purpose, every step he takes makes her feel safer walking beside him. 3. The power of presence and deep listening. Do you know what women remember most about a man? Not his gifts, not his car, not his watch. They remember how they felt in his silence, Let's go back to your love story. Think about the moments when she opened up, when she was vulnerable, when she told you something she never told anyone else. Did you listen? Or did you wait for your turn to talk? One of the greatest acts of love is to listen so deeply that a woman feels seen, not just heard. Marcus said, "If someone is able to show me that what I think or do is not right, I will happily change." That openness, that humility, is presence. A Stoic man doesn't interrupt to fix, he holds space. He doesn't speak to control, he listens to connect. The next time she speaks, pause, breathe, hear what's underneath her words. When a woman feels heard, she feels home. 4. Strong boundaries command respect. Respect is not given to the man who says yes to everything. It's given to the man who knows when to say no. Back to Aiden. After Clara left, he realized something. He had been bending, constantly, just to keep her happy. And in doing so, he lost himself. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one. A good man doesn't compromise his values to avoid conflict. He stands firm, not rigid, but rooted. Boundaries aren't walls, they're doors. They protect what's sacred inside you. A woman respects a man who knows himself, who doesn't allow manipulation, who doesn't fold under pressure. If you've ever felt resentment after giving too much, it's a sign you need boundaries. And guess what? Women love men with boundaries because it shows leadership, self-respect, integrity. When she knows you won't betray yourself, she knows you won't betray her. 5. Consistency is more attractive than flash. Every woman has been charmed by a man who did everything perfectly for a week. But where is he now? Consistency isn't sexy at first, but over time, it becomes everything. Marcus Aurelius lived through wars, plagues, betrayal, and still wrote, "If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it." That's consistency. When a man shows up day after day, not perfectly, but predictably, he becomes trustworthy. She may admire the flash, but she trusts the consistent man. It's in the small things. The morning texts, the evening calls, the honesty, the integrity when no one's watching. Consistency builds safety, and safety builds love. If you want to be unforgettable, be consistent. 6. Inner peace is the ultimate magnet. There is nothing more magnetic than a man who radiates peace, not arrogance, not indifference, but peace. He walks into a room and everything quiets. He doesn't chase. He doesn't beg. He doesn't need to be loud to be seen. He is seen because his silence speaks. Marcus Aurelius writes, "Nowhere you can go is more peaceful, more free of interruptions than your own soul." When a man finds peace within, the world cannot shake him, and that is what women crave in secret. Not the loudest man, but the calmest, the one who makes them feel like everything is going to be okay, even if it's not. Your peace is your power. Build it, protect it, live in it. So now you know the 6 things women love more than money. 1. Emotional stability. 2. Purpose. 3. Presence. 4. Boundaries. 5. Consistency. 6. Peace. And if you're wondering, can I become that man? Yes, not overnight, but over time, with intention, with reflection, with practice. Start today. Don't try to impress her, try to master yourself. Because when you do, you won't need to chase love. Love will recognize you. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.